mission.
Good morning, mission.
Is if you want to go around in your drawers all day.
And there I was in the Madison Hospital and nobody come to see me. Cousin Will never come. Aunt Bertha never come.
Your Aunt Bertha's dead.
She wanted to come anyway.
With a big cold as a falling thermometer in December, if you ask about our weather in July, and we're so fine, so we're making sense, touching noses for a good time and never see eye to eye. But we'll give you our shirts and our bags to go with it. If your crop should happen to die.
So what the heck? You're welcome. Glad to have you with us.
Even though we may not ever mention it again.
But you really ought to give Iowa, Dubuque, Des Moines, Davenport, Marshalltown, Mason City, Cape Hayes, Clear Lake. Ought to give Iowa a try.
Hello.
Perpetual to a doll. I'll have a kiss from my boy. The lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Where's your manners?
I'm having a party on Saturday. I would especially like it if you come. Winthrop?
Amaryllis has asked you to her party, Winthrop. Are you going, aren't you?
No.
No, what?
Thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
He won't say Amaryllis because of the lisp. He's ashamed.
We know all about his lisp, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop?
No, thank you, Amaryllis.
Amaryllis, Amaryllis. Why does he get so mad at people? Just because he lisps? It's not only because he lisps, Amaryllis. That's just a part of it. What's the other part? Well, never you mind, dear. It's just that he never talks very much. Not even to you and your mother. No, dear. We all have to be a little patient.
That I did with Liberati, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Hanley, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on this very same historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets close in hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper-bottom timpani and horse platoons, thundering, thundering all along. Double bell euphoniums and big bassoons, each bassoon having its big fat say. There were 50 mountain cannons in the battery, thundering, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeteers would improvise a full octave higher than the score.
Academic certificates. Nothing of the kind.
We need letters and papers.
Make him put up a bond.
Why would he put up a bond?
No.
Why? Why would you make him put up a...
Say. Ice cream.
Ice cream, but sir, I don't sing.
Well, then talk then. Down here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
Good. Singing is only sustained talking. Now you sing.
Ice cream.
Now you sing.
Ice cream.
And you sing.
Ice cream.
Ladies, you'll never see one of those men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, that's simply impossible. They've hated each other for over 15 years.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
Did you realize you have the facial characteristics of a fine cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
Well, all I'm saying is, if your boy had the same firm chin and the same splendid cheek muscles, well, by George. But you do know that he could never be, well, great.
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, because all the great cornet players were Irish. O'Clark, O'Mendes, O'Pine.
Oh, Professor, we are Irish.
No.
Yes.
Now that clinches it. Sign here. Thank you. That'll be $7 earnest money. Nothing more due till the first band practice. Well, thank you. And, I'll need the boy's measurements for his uniform.
His uniform?
Well, hello, son. Why, certainly, his uniform. And nothing more due till delivery. So that way it gives him 4 weeks to enjoy and imagine at no cost whatsoever. Never allow the demands of tomorrow to interfere with the pleasures and excitements of today.
Would it have
A stripe? Well, why, certainly, boy, a big red stripe down on each side. What do you think of that?
Excuse Winthrop, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words a day, even to us. So if you can get him to play the band, you'll have St. Michael's own way with you. If out of a crowd, I'll pick you for any hod-carrying, clay-pipe smoking, shamrock wearing, harp playing, maverney pitching, Tars Hall's minstrel singing Irishman. Be coming, be jabbers. Where are you from, me boy?
Gary, Indiana.
Oh, I knew it. Where did you say?
Gary, Indiana. Gary Conservatory was actually my alma mater.
Oh, was she now?
Would you very please go to the library and ask Miss Grubb to give you the book I set aside? It's the Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 through 1910. It's a large brown volume with the black corners.
Do I have to?
I've written it all down. You won't have to say a word. Thank you, dear.
Now, what are you up to? Why do you need a book at this hour of the night?
I have a feeling the Indiana State Journal may help me poke some very large holes in the professor's claims.
Well, I give up. At your age, if you don't mind my asking, what type of white knight do you expect to come riding along?
Fargo wagon.
It could be the band instrument! Oh, well, Fargo wagon is coming down the street, and please let it be for me. Oh, well, Fargo wagon is coming down the street. I wish I knew what it would be. I got a box of maple sugar on my birthday.
In March, I got a gray Mackinac.
But I got some great beer from Tampa.
Montgomery Woods and be a bathtub and a cross-cut song.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. A prepaid surprise or COD. It could be curtain or dishes. Yes, it could be. Yes, you're right. It surely could be. Something very, very special now. Just for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, don't let it pass my door. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is
I get my raisins from Fresno.
The TAR sends a cannon for the courthouse square.
Well, Fargo wagon is a coming now. I don't know how I could ever wait to see. It could be something for someone who is not related, but it could be something special just for me.
Remember, kids, you all receive individual instruction in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets and get acquainted with your instruments. Remember, think minuet G.
Sister, isn't this the most scruffiest doggone thing you ever saw? Oh, sister.
That is round one for you, Hill, but I better hear some by God tooting out of them horns in pretty short order, or I'll see you in front of the grand jury over at the county seat. Now, Miss Mary, about that book.
George, Tempest Fugitive.
You watch your phraseology. You go on if you like, but I have something to settle with the librarian about that book.
The ladies' dance committee meets every Tuesday night at the high school.
Winthrop, where have you been?
Fishing?
Fishing?
With Harold.
With Professor Hill.
And look, I still have some worms left.
Did you have a good time?
Scrub says he told me about his hometown, Gary, Indiana. He said he would take me there someday, and he taught me a song that hardly has any S's in it. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, let me say it once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me well. If you like to have a logical explanation, how I happened on this elegant syncopation, I will say without a moment of hesitation, there's just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, New York, or Rome, but Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. If you like to have a logical explanation, how I happened on this elegant syncopation, I will say without a moment of hesitation, there's just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana.
But
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. I have to show Amaryllis my life frog.
Leave the dishes, I'll do them, Mama.
Well, don't you have to change for the sociable?
There's time later.
Just a minute. There's a burglar in the bedroom while you're fiddling in the parlor. I've talked about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket.
Pickpocket?
Same thing. He's had his hand in your wallet, mister, and yours, madam, and yours, little lady, ever since he stepped into this town. There's more documented evidence than it'll take you to read. There isn't any band. There never has been any band, and there never will be any band. And if you don't hunt this man right now like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the next train out of town.
Now, will you believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for?
I want my money back.
Money back, I want his hide.
After him, and bring him to the schoolhouse.
in here, son.
I'm not your son. Leave Kody.
No, not until I talk to you for a minute.
I wouldn't listen. You would tell the truth anyway.
I would too.
Would not.
Would too. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big fat liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty rotten crook?
Yes.
Let me go, you vampire.
What's the matter? You wanted the truth, didn't you? Now you gotta sit here and take it all. Now, there's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the first. That's why I put you in the band, so you couldn't mope around feeling sorry for yourself all the time.
What band?
I always thought there was a band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, now that I think about it, it's really none of your business.
I wish you never come to River City.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, do you believe him?
Believe everything he ever said.
But he promised us.
I know what he promised us. And it all came true, just like he said. The flags, and the colors and lights, and the symbols.
Where was all that?
And the way every kid in this town walked around here all summer and looked and acted, especially you. And the parents. Do you think Mama wishes he'd never come to River City?
Well, you do, don't you?
No. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor. Hurry up.
I can't go, Winthrop.
Why not?
The first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. Oh, I never heard it at all, till there was you.
Quick, hurry, he's coming! He's coming. There's no time for hugging now. Right, you gotta go. There's no time for stubbornness right now.
Why I've interrupted the program at this point. Let's
I have
Think, kids. Think.